FlishFlash is a web-based flashcard application where users can build decks made of different kinds of cards, create customizable practice sessions, track practice statistics, and form study groups. It is also connected to a mail system, Send-in-Blue, for a few of its different features, one of which is if you do have to reset the password, it will send the password reset to the user's email. When you log in, you get to the landing page where you can browse other people's decks that they've set to be public, view your own, create your own, update your profile settings, join or view your groups, practice your decks, or view the statistics. And we'll start by looking at the user's own decks. As I mentioned, you can create different types of cards. You can do either regular flashcards like the standard flip, front and back. You can do multiple choice or true false. You can view other people's decks if they've set them to be publicly available. And the site uses React Infinite Scroll to retrieve them about 50 at a time. Next, we'll go ahead and practice a deck to see what that looks like. And you do get to customize how the practice session will go. So you can either practice all of the cards, do just sort of a quick practice of a small section. You can filter it based on things like the least recently practiced cards, the newest, oldest, that kind of thing. Or you can do a filter practice that just filters out based on how long it's been since you practiced it, the accuracy rate for that specific card across all your practice sessions, or when you created it, or what type of card it is. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and just do a random selection of 7 cards. When you click on an answer, it will either light up red or blue based on whether you got it right. For the flip cards, obviously you have to tell it whether you get it right or wrong. And as you go, it does track how many you've gotten right, how many are left, and what your accuracy rate is. Some cards have a hint, and you get that by clicking the icon up at the top left there. You can hide it again. Once you've practiced all the cards in a deck, you're left with a few different options. You can practice the entire deck again, and if you do that, it will track the statistics of that practice session. You can retry just the cards that you've missed, and those statistics will not be tracked. Or you can go back to home or select another deck. In this case, just to show it, I'll go ahead and retry the cards I missed. So there should be 3. And you'll see cards left is 3. And you'll see if you complete a deck and haven't missed any, then the retry missed cards option goes away. And you can view the statistics for all your practice sessions, and it displays it based on the session itself, where you can see which deck it was, the overall accuracy rate. You can view that individual session to see which cards you got right or wrong. From there, you can also view all attempts of that specific card. You can also look at the statistics by each deck. You can form and join study groups. And in this case, my user is the admin of the STEM group. And if you're the admin, you do have a separate set of controls here that regular users will not. You can set how users join the group. The options are to have a join code they have to enter. They can send a request, which will send a message to the group admin. And you can also set it to invite only, where the admin has to invite people. And you can just view all of the decks. Members can also submit decks to groups to be approved by an admin. Admins of all levels can submit decks without approval necessary. Additionally, admins can change who is an admin or remove someone from a group altogether. If an admin leaves a group, it will then prompt them to either make someone else the head admin or delete the group altogether. There's also quite a few different user settings that can be changed. I'll only go through a few of them here. You can select the default for whether or not a new deck is public or private. You can update what things you'll get notifications for. You can update what you'll get emails for. Anything you get a message for, by default, an email is also sent to the message recipient. You can turn that off though, so you're only dealing with certain messages within the app itself. By default, the site will log a user out due to inactivity after 1 hour, but that can also be updated. Since I didn't show creating a profile, I do want to show that it does have the ability to upload a photo and then crop it for the user profile using React Easy Crop. The site is viewport responsive and mobile friendly. I'll just demonstrate a little bit of that here. It does use a custom hook for font size for the deck names, so that especially as the viewport shrinks, if the words would spill out of the deck, the font will shrink. This is how it would look on mobile. And that's it.